Hey guys, you should be able to guess by my attire that this video is about sleep. Now first, I want to talk about your pre-bedtime routine. This is something that I want you guys to make personal and make it a ritual. That way your mind and body becomes in tune and know the cues of, okay, it's time to wind down. So about an hour before bed, I want you guys to break it up into 20-minute increments. So your first 20 minutes, you want to prepare for the next day. Your second 20 minutes, you want to deal with your hygiene. And the last 20 minutes, you should do some type of calming activity. Now, when you prepare for the next day, you should create just a to-do list that's in quick bullet points. You can even do this to-do list that stretches out for the next few days. When it comes to your hygiene, you can do a hot bath about 90 minutes before bed or a cool or cold shower 30 minutes before bed. When it comes to a calming activity, you want to quiet the mind and do relaxation techniques. A gratitude list is always awesome to do as a calming technique right before bed. That way, the last thing that you have on your mind are positive things, things that you're grateful for, or like your joy list. Another thing is to do restorative stretches during that calming activity time. Now, one great activity is the figure 4, where you put your leg over the other and you bend forward and hold it for 4 to 5 seconds. And you want to do that on each side. So a few other things that people deal with during their pre-bedtime routine is something like nighttime snacks. Now with your nighttime snacks, you want to do it 30 minutes prior to bed at the latest. It should be under 300 calories. And it can be 75% carbs, 25% protein, because carbs actually make you sleepier and protein gives you more energy. Another thing is, if you're drinking alcohol, you want to drink 1 glass of water for every alcoholic beverage that you have drank. And also too, stop drinking alcohol 3 hours before bedtime. So remember that, no alcohol 3 hours before bedtime. And for my coffee lovers out there, stop drinking caffeine around 2 p.m. because caffeine actually stays in your body and it takes up to 8 hours for it to decrease by half in your body. So now let's talk about your bedroom environment. Something that my one friend, Princess, would love to talk about because she loves her sleep and her bed. When it comes to your bedroom environment, there are a few tips that I have for that. So first, with your light exposure, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about the blue light. So you want to decrease that. So a lot of people will actually buy the blue light blocking glasses, which is completely fine. Another thing is, of course, you want to increase the darkness. Darkness actually increases melatonin. You want to have lower lighting that's under 200 watts. And if you use night lights, you want the night lights to have a sensor. And put those night lights in the hallway or the bathroom. So if you happen to get up in the middle of the night, you won't have to flip on a light. Another thing when it comes to your bedroom environment, you want to use peaceful colors and flat paint. You also can darken your room with curtains as well as eye masks. This is something that can be very important for my night workers out there. So those who do sleep during the morning time, you may want to look into and invest in curtains that really block out that light and eye masks. Another tip is sound. So I know a lot of people like to fall asleep with the TV or hearing something. But what is interesting is your hearing actually is more sensitive when it's time for you to go to bed. So that's why technically you should have no sound or very light sound. So you can do, for those of you who love to have some type of sound, you can have a sound machine. You also can do white noise. So those of you who don't have a sound machine, you can actually go on YouTube and look up white noise, or go into sleep apps and pull up white noise as well to try to help you sleep. For those of you that really need silence, you can do earplugs that are 32 decibels or below. And also, when it comes to your alarm, for those of you who wake to an alarm, you want to make sure that your alarm isn't jarring. You want to make sure that your alarm kind of eases you up. You don't want to be just jolted up. Another tip is touch. So when it comes to touch, you want to make sure that you're comfortable. So as far as human beings, we kind of like the feel of like wool, down, linen, or silk. And just the FYI, going over a 500 count isn't actually really necessary. Temperature is another important aspect to your sleep environment. So the temperature should actually be cool, and your body actually starts to decrease in temperature starting in the afternoon to try to prepare for you to go to bed. So your room should actually be between 65 and 77 degrees. 72 degrees. When it comes to your mattress should be comfortable and supportive. It shouldn't be sinking where your hips are at. And if you wake up feeling stiff or in pain, then you may want to look into getting a new mattress. Another tip are pillows. So when you have your pillows, if you take your pillow and you fold it in half, if it stays folded in half, it's time to change that pillow. You should be changing your pillows about every 18 months. So if you notice, if you have a brand new pillow or a pillow that doesn't need changing quite yet, you can fold it and it should pop right back open. It should not stay folded. And my last tip when it comes to your bedroom environment are scents. So lavender and chamomile are good scents for aromatherapy. You can open a window or use an air purifier or even have a humidifier to regulate the air. So hopefully you guys can implement some of the tips in this video and have a better, restful evening.